Hello. Hello. Jet. Jet. The black crystal jet. Jet is a very interesting anomaly, very interesting property, in being that when I first got my jet piece, a lot of quote unquote bad stuff started to happen. But it wasn't really bad. It was more like putting the bad stuff in my life. It put it to the forefront so that I can change it and so that I can better myself. And that's kind of what black does. It puts it to the front so that you can be like, okay, this is what it is. Now you're going to do something about it. Yes, no. You're going to keep doing the same thing. Jet is used to purify negative energies, protects against evil, psychic attacks, sickness and violence, brings stability to business and finances. Jet must be cleansed after each use, and Jet brings clarity and clairvoyance. So, like I mentioned earlier, it purifies negative energies by bringing it up to the forefront, and it's kind of like how Kundalini meditation will describe it. When you meditate, you want to start from the root chakra and you want to bring it up. So, whatever you have going on inside of you, you want to start at the base and you want to bring it up and push it outside of your pineal gland, as represented by this picture here. Protects against evil, psychic attacks, and violence. So it controls the evil in the sense where it's like it brings it to you, so you don't have to unknowingly bring it upon yourself. And jet is a primarily a fossilized wood, so this is, trees bring stability, and as above, so below. Trees, the bigger the root, the longer it'll stay. So that's where the stability comes from, and it must be cleansed after each use. Trees need water, jet needs water. Not really, but cleansed as in you can. That's right. I have a slide on how to cleanse crystals, so go look at that. Brings clarity and clairvoyance. So trees, because they've been around for a long time, they, kind of like grandma, grandpa, they know, what's going on around the block. So when you have a piece of jet with you, and like I said earlier, it brings things to your attention. So in that aspect, that's where it would bring clarity and clairvoyance. With Jet, you are able to remove energetic attachments, aids in spiritual quest and advancement, heals grief by bringing it to the surface, as I mentioned earlier, and eases anxiety and depression. So just because it's going to bring some negativity to your attention doesn't mean that it's going to do it in a harmful way. It's just going to be like, here's some things you might need to work on, and it'll give you like a little push in the right direction, or in the direction that you want to go. This is why it's very important to know what you want, because the universe always gives it to you. The outside forces always give you what you want. This is why you got to know what you want. So when you have a piece of jet, it's really, you got to understand what you really have, because it's a very, very powerful um, tool to be used. It's located with the root chakra, Saturn, and Capricorn. Oops. It's located with the root chakra, Saturn, and Capricorn. There's a picture of Saturn right there, and there's another picture of Jet. And so, yeah, Saturn is a very dense planet. No light passes through it, yet it emits its own kind of light. Capricorn is sort of like a um, in the shadows kind of person, kind of like a person that's like, I don't want to be around people, but at the same time, I really love people. Um, and the root chakra is like your foundation, your base. So, in those aspects, the driftwood is the root chakra, driftwood, jet, it's attracted to those kind of energies. Jet is opposite to ambers, but in some ways carries the same properties, and it promotes taking control of one's life. And there's a picture of amber right there. I also have a slide on amber as well. Um, Opposite to amber. So amber is all about, if I were to describe them, in a blank sense. Amber would be to happiness. Jet would be sadness. But amber, when you, and I talked about this in my other slide, amber is unique because even though it represents happiness, it draws out the negativity from people. So it's like the energy doesn't go anywhere. Just like with jet, jet just like puts the energy in front of you, where amber takes the energy. So it's like that energy is still there with you whether or not you have the amber or the jet. It's just in how it's utilized. And the same thing with amber. It takes that negative energy away from you so you can go and further your life, and the jet puts the energy in front of you so you can make a decision to further your life. And that's the last of my slides. Thank you once again for joining me on this journey.